Now we have an interior designer and an interior decorator. Are they the same? Are they in the same category?
I would more or less say so.
Okay.
Maybe a bit more professional as a designer.
Okay.
Decorator, it's a gift. You know, this interior designing, interiors decoration or decorator, it's it has to be something that is already in you. You understand? Yes. And you can grow it in so many ways, but it has to be in you. You cannot be a mathematician and say you want to be a plumber. You have to have passion for it. And God's gift is still the ultimate. The rest is just human. Okay, I'm going to school. I want to learn more. I want to get better. Fine-tuning. But God first has to put it in you.
Okay.
And then you as a person, you fine-tune it.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Talking about designs, because I know designing will have to do with maybe architectural. Do you have to be an architect to be an interior designer?
Another good question. No, you don't have to be an architect. You can be an architect and also a designer. Like I said, first thing first, that's God's given gift in you. Okay. So now, if you have the brain to now say, you know what, I also want to be an architect, it's an added advantage.
Okay.
Which means you get the opportunity to design your space with the knowledge of calculating your space. That's 2 in 1. So as a designer, which means you don't need to hire an architect.
An architect. Okay.
So that's extra funds for you there.
Smart one.
Yeah.
Okay, so some customers might be very, very hard to deal with. Some customers are extra
difficult.
So very difficult. So how do you manage such clients when you are being faced with them?
Okay. I love what I do. And I go gaga when I saw beautiful houses. At times, when I see a space, I know that, you know what, I can't wait to get my hands on that space. I really want to work on this project. But then you have a difficult client. But before you meet every client, you have to have a checklist, like knowing your client's kind of form.
Okay.
You can send it to them ahead. Some people would not do anything about it, but you have to spend time with your client. And from the first few minutes you meet a client, you can tell what the client is like. And you can decide right there, is this a project I want to take? Or is this a project I want to walk away from? But in this profession, you need to be extremely patient. Extremely patient. It's number one. And when you have a difficult client, at times you just agree to come back and talk about it.
Okay.
When the client is upset, you just be calm.
Okay.
And then your professionalism now kicks in. And then you revisit the issue later with the client. Like, look, ma, I do understand, how you feel about the situation, but I'm just trying to make sure that you're happy at the end of the day, because once the house is done, the house is beautiful. Who lives in it? You live in it. And I need you to be happy in your space. Sure. So everything that I'm doing for you, it's all to your advantage and it's all to please you.
Okay.
You work very hard, so you should come home to a beautiful house.
Exactly. So talking about locations now, you sent us a voice note yesterday that you were in site and all. Now, do you have to be there from the outset, getting maybe the land and to the building and to the everything? Do you have to be there from the outset of everything?
Well, no, not necessarily, but it's always advisable If it's a house that is purpose-built, not maybe you're buying a building already. If it's a house that is purpose-built for a client, like the voice note I left for you yesterday, it's, like I was saying, I keep relationship with my clients.
Yes.
It's a house I did for a couple.
Okay.
They are now like my big auntie and uncle. I did the house for them, I think about 6 years. We started the house about 7 years ago. We didn't finish the house for another year and a half. And we traveled together to buy all the things necessary. It was very fun. They're fantastic people. The woman, she's a client I would love to have over and over and over and over again. So we did a house some couple of years ago, and she loves the house. You know, she's a bit conservative, but I did try to push her a little bit because she has a style of a house, even though she's tilting to another style of soft finishing. And we were able to work together to make sure the house came out, came out very well. And now she's having a party and she wants to just fine-tune a bit, And I went by there yesterday to try and touch up the wall, put some nice decorative pieces in place. And she's happy. So when we started that house, I think I've digressed a bit. When we started the house, the question was, you have to be there from inception.
Yeah.
For this particular project, I worked with the architect, I worked with the builder, and I worked with her. And we started from the beginning. I visited the site for the very first time after the foundation. And we had first coach right around the house, foundation level. So we were able to, I think we had 2 coaches, of block, and we stood in the spaces. Apart from having the layout, at times also it's nice to get the volume of the space. So you go there. So we stayed in the drawings, everything looked fantastic. Everything looks perfect. But by the time they put it up, it didn't feel the same. You understand? So we had to do a bit of tweaking here and there. We had to let go of some rooms. I came in. I'm not an architect, but I pretty much have an idea. So I came in, I said, okay, you know what? Let's cut off this space. Let's lose this space. Let's extend this place. And the architect was there, and he liked it. And then he went back to his drawing board and then put it on the paper. And, that was how we started. So it's always, for a purpose-built house, I would recommend that you start from the beginning, from the very beginning, where it's a very long marriage relationship.
Wow.
So you have to be patient in this profession. You have to be.
Patience.
And, a lot of times, your style may be different from your client, but it's very, very important that you understand the need of your client, their style, their taste, their need. And you have to listen.
Yes, let's go on a quick break and we'll be right back. Stay glued. You can join us tomorrow for another exciting episode of Tea or Coffee.